After an exciting Game 1 of this What If World Series, the Colorado Rockies looking to take back and get even with the series here in Game 2 of this 2007 World Series between the Colorado Rockies and the Cleveland Indians. Skylar Timmons here with you again on the call, bringing you this action. Also letting you know that we are not affiliated with Colorado Rockies, the Major League Baseball, or MLB The Show. Roberto Hernandez will be the starter for the Indians here in Game 2 of the World Series here in Cleveland, as the young 26-year-old gets ready to carry the baton that was passed on by CC Sabathia, who had a fabulous Game 1 to give the Indians a 1-0 lead here in this series. Willie Taveras, the center fielder, will lead things off for Colorado. Here's the first pitch, and we're underway. Here's the slider, misses well outside, 1-0. Well, the Rockies looking to find a way to get their offense going. They were kind of stifled in Game 1 as Taveras swings through that one, evens the count at 1. Cooler night, evening, 52 degrees, clear skies, bit of a breeze. That shouldn't affect things too bad for this game. Pitch misses high, 2-1 now the count on the Rockies center fielder. Taveras 1 for 5 in yesterday's game. Had a base hit, but not much else. Most impactful at bat that really impacted this game was in the 4th inning of the first game. Dribbler to short. Johnny Peralta's got it. He'll throw on to first in the dirt, but scooped out by Ryan Garco. 4 out, number 1. Get a look here at the Rockies starting lineup. Willie Taveras leads things off, then Kaz Matsui, the second baseman, followed by Matt Holliday. Todd Helton, the cleanup man, followed by Garrett Atkins, Brad Hopp, the DH, Troy Tulowitzki, Yorvik Torrealba, and Ryan Spilborgh's batting 9th in right field. Matsui, pair of runs scored in Game 1, drops the bunt. This could be a tough play. In comes Blake, throwing to first. Not in time. Matsui just beats it out. Busting out some small ball. We'll bring up Matt Holliday. Thrower to first. A big lead there by Matsui. But he gets back safely. Matt Holliday, 1 for 4 in Game 1. Pitch misses low, ball 1. Holliday was such a big part of that 2007 team. Had a 6 B-WAR as Matsui takes off for second. The throw, well late. And he's in there safely with the stolen base. Got a big jump there. And Matsui swipes another bag. Holliday took it all the way, so 1-1 the count. Man in scoring position, 1 out. That slider runs well outside into the other batter's box for ball number 2. Holliday put up a 6 B-WAR in 2007, second best on the team behind Troy Tulowitzki, who had 6.8. And ahead of Todd Helton, who had about 4.5 B-WAR. Swings and misses at the sinker at 92 miles an hour. Evens the count at 2. 2-2 delivery from Hernandez. Just misses the outside corner. Runs the count full. That was a nice pitch. Good location, down and away. Trying to freeze him at the knees. Runs out just a bit. Martinez not able to square it up, and that pitch misses low in the dirt for ball 4. So Matt Holliday draws the walk. Now put 2 men aboard with 1 out for Todd Helton. Helton a pair of singles in the first game of this series. As he takes a called strike 1. pair of scored a run, had an RBI in game one. Shoots that one off the other way, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2. St. Todd Helton had that 4/5 BWAR, 17 homers. Constantly coming up in the clutch for the Rockies. Specifically for their 2007 run, what kick-started it to end the season of their winning streak was Todd Helton's 2-run walk-off home run off of Saito against the Dodgers in mid-September. That kind of jump-started the team and offers at it, but that one runs up and in and hits Helton. So that'll load the bases here on the hit by pitch. He was going to offer at it, checks his swing, but the slider runs up and just hits him in the chest. I'm bringing up Garrett Atkins, bases loaded, 1 out here in the top of the first. We're going to break this thing open early. Pitch to Atkins. Shot through the right side. That's a base hit. Matsui scores. Holiday will stop at third. So an RBI single for Garrett Atkins. Keeps the bases loaded for Brad Hopp. Nice piece of hitting. Shoots it the other way. Brad Hopp 0 for 4 in game one. 4 strikeouts. All of them really coming off of the slider. Roberto Hernandez in 2007 led the Indians in hit by pitches. Had 11. But over the season, made 32 starts, went 19-8. Tied for the team lead with CC Sabathia that year. 3.06 ERA, that led the starters. Another pitch to Hopp, fouls it away. Pitched 215 innings. Struck out 137 and 61 walks. Flares this one into left field. That's down for a base hit. Holiday had to halt. He'll score. And Helton hustles into third. And it's another little RBI single for the Rockies. They lead 2-0. Off the end of the bat, had some English action on it. Flares it into left. And Holiday thought Casey Blake might have had a chance to catch it, so he had to hold up at third, which kind of made everybody freeze. I'll bring up Troy Tulowitzki with 1 out. Bases still loaded here in the first. He's thrown 15 strikes, 23 pitches so far this inning. Hernandez trying to get some command, and the Rockies just keep nibbling away. 0-1 to Tulo. This is low. 1-1. But Hernandez, throughout the season, had a whip of 1.209. Had the lowest home hits per 9 innings at 8.3. It's tied for the lowest home run per 9 innings at 0.7. So he was just a very solid starter there in 2007 after really struggling at the big in his first full season of big league action in 2006. Drafted in 2004 or so, early 2000s. Breezed through the minor leagues. Big swing and a miss. That'll run the count full on Tulowitzki. Made his big league debut in 2006. Really did well in that start. Then eventually took over the closer role where he struggled, and that's ball 4, and that's going to walk in a run. Helton trots home as Tulo heads to first. Second walk issued in the inning. And Roberto Hernandez still in a big jam here. Bases loaded, 1 out. Rockies have already scored 3 here in the top of the first, and that'll bring up the catcher, Yorvik Torrealba. Hernandez then became the closer there in 2006, near the deadline. But within the course of a week, he lost like 4 games, blew 3 saves. And when he lost that role and got sent back down to the minors and broke through in 2007. This could be a double play, throw on to first, and they get it. 3 runs across, but he gets out of the bases loaded jam with 1 out. And this is the ground ball double play. But the Rockies taking a 3-0 lead here as we head to the bottom of the first here in Game 2 of the World Series. The young right-hander Ubaldo Jimenez out of the Dominican Republic will take to the mound for the Rockies here in Game 2. Facing a Cleveland Indians lineup that scored 6 runs in Game 1 of the series. Capped off by a Franklin Gutierrez two-run homer in the 6th inning. Grady Sizemore stand in. He'll lead things off. First pitch to Sizemore, misses low, ball 1. Grady Sizemore, 0 for 5 in Game 1 of the series. Pair of punch-outs. Big swing and a miss there at the two-seam fastball. Evens the count at 1. Here's the 1-1 to Sizemore. Chopper to short. Tulowitzki's got it. Underhand throw on to first for out number 1. So we'll get a look here at the Cleveland Indians starting lineup. Next up is the second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera, followed by Victor Martinez. Travis Hafner batting cleanup, followed by Ryan Garco. Johnny Peralta, Kenny Lofton, Franklin Gutierrez, and Casey Blake, the third baseman, rounds things out. Asdrubal Cabrera, pair of hits in the first game. In his first at bat, he came about just a few inches short of hitting a home run, sending it out to deep left center field, and that high wall kept it in the ballpark as he rips this one foul. Asdrubal Cabrera still kicking today in the modern day, 2021. He was with the Diamondbacks. Offers at that pitch with the bunt. The curveball fools him. 1-2. Runs inside. He's been around quite a bit. Ended the season with Cincinnati, getting traded over there, as he chases that fastball in the outside corner for out number 2. Bring up the switch hitting catcher, Victor Martinez. Moved up a slot. Here's the first pitch, misses high, ball 1. Asdrubal Cabrera spent 8 years with Cleveland, then with the Washington Nationals in 2014. Grounder to first, Helton will take it to the bag, which he moved around the National League quite a bit. Played 2021 with Arizona and then Cincinnati. Rockies lead 3-0 as we head to the top of the second. 1-2-3 inning for Ubaldo Jimenez. Ryan Spilborghs, the right fielder, will lead things off for the Rockies. First pitch in there for a called strike. Rockies sent 8 batters up to the plate in the first inning. as he watches strike two, so he's quickly in the hole 0-2. Big swing and a miss. 3 pitches, 1 strikeout for Roberto Hernandez. Just fooled him. Kept attacking the bottom of the zone. And Spilly not able to catch up to it. They'll bring up Willie Taveras. Ground out victim to the shortstop his first time up. Johnny Peralta threw him out. Peralta, this one's blooped into right. That's going to drop for a base hit in front of Gutierrez. So Willie Taveras gets on base. Rockies now with some speed on the bags. Inside out swing, just shoots it the other way. So the Rockies have the lead, have 1 and a board with 1 out. I'm going to give Kaz Matsui. Single his first time up. A slide step, and it looks like Matsui offered the bunt. Couldn't pull it back. Throw over to first. Taveras is back easily. Hernandez comes set, checks the runner. Here's the 0-1 to Matsui. Runner takes off. The pitch out. The throw down. Got him. Taveras got a bit of a late jump, but the slide step and the pitch out, and Victor Martinez is able to gun down the runner. So the leadoff man is erased from the base paths. There's now 2 outs. A 1-1 pitch to Matsui. Bounces that one foul, 1-2. That pitch misses low to Matsui. Well, Matsui really took over that second baseman's role. And as he shoots this one to left, Kenny Lofton there to make the catch. In the absence of Clint Barmas and others, well, Matsui really settled in as the second baseman down the stretch for the Rockies. And helped them get to where they were. They are in the World Series. But at the bottom of the second, still 3-0 the score. Heart of the order due up for the Indians. It's Travis Hafner. So Travis Hafner will lead things off. A couple of runs scored in game 1. The first pitch he sees shoots it into left, but right at Matt Holliday. Makes the catch. Take a look at the Rockies defensively. Pretty typical of this time frame. From left to right in the outfield, Matt Holliday, Willie Taveras, Ryan Spielborg's filling in right field today. And then on the infield, Garrett Atkins, Troy Tulowitzki, Kaz Matsui, Todd Helton with Yorvi Torrealba behind the dish. A very defensively strong team. Well, that has been a staple for the Rockies throughout their history. But something they pride themselves on as a team. And it's very helpful when they try to get their pitchers to be a little bit more contact, ground ball, heavy. They really don't have guys that are very strikeout prone. As this one bounces to the wall, but Ryan Garco will just head to first. Pitch down the heart of the plate, a bit down in the zone, and he just shoots it the other way. Spielborg's got to it quickly. So a man aboard here with 1 out for Johnny Peralta. First pitch to Peralta misses low. 1-0 the count. Pitch runs outside, 2-0. Well, Johnny Peralta Played in 152 games there in 2007. 21 homers, 72 RBI. Managed to draw 61 walks. Had an OPS of 771. Going along with his batting average of 270. Looks like playing defensive player. Also fairly competent with the bat. The young native of the Dominican Republic. Signed with the Indians as a free agent in 1999. As an amateur, as this one's jump up and caught by Tulowitzki. That's a loud out number 2. Hitter square on the nose, and Tulowitzki ranging, takes a drop step and jumps up to grab it. So 2 away as Kenny Lofton comes to the plate. Garco at first, he's singled. Ubaldo comes set, kicks and deals. And it's a called strike 1 on the veteran left fielder. Here's the 0-1. And catches a piece of the outside corner with the splitter. Jimenez is ahead here, 0-2. 2 outs, bottom of the second. Rockies lead 3-0. The pitch to Lofton. Called strike 3. Got him looking with the curveball. Ubaldo Jimenez just drops one in. Freezes Lofton, and the Rockies head to the third. Matt Holliday will lead things off. Walked his first time up, came around to score. Pitch misses inside. Puts a charge into this one, deep right field, but Gutierrez only playing back far enough. He only has to take a few steps to make the catch, and it's a long out number 1 for Roberto Hernandez. I'll bring up Todd Helton. Hit by a pitch his first time up. He came around to score. As Hernandez kicks and deals. Bouncer to short. Peralta's got it. Long throw over. And he gets Helton by a couple of steps. Quickly 2 away. The old 6-3. And I'll bring up Garrett Atkins. Atkins, RBI single his first time up. Shot it the other way into right field. That scored Matsui. First pitch to Atkins. Rips this one foul. Swinging on the first pitch. 0-1. That slider runs outside. Ball 1. Well, Garrett Atkins played in 157 games. And this is a soft liner to third. We'll talk about Atkins a little bit more. That'll end the Rockies' half as they quickly go down 1-2-3 here in their half of the third. As Franklin Gutierrez will lead things off. 2-run homer in Game 1 of the series. 21 pitches for Ubaldo Jimenez here in the bottom of the third, facing the bottom of the order. 8, 9, and 1 due up as that pitch misses high, ball 1. Well, Garrett Atkins, talk a little bit more about him. In 2007, played in 157 games. Had a 301 average, 367 on base, 486 slugging. Had 25 home runs and 111 driven in. 2-0 the count on Gutierrez. 96 strikeouts, 67 walks. So Garrett Atkins, I think he didn't have a lot of notable seasons, but there in 2007, Atkins was as important as anything is Ubaldo snags that one and fires to first. So a quick out number one as Ubaldo helps himself out there. But I think sometimes we forget of how good Garrett Atkins was in 2007 especially. He kind of dropped off in other years. But in that 2007, it really clicked for him, and he was a driving force in that lineup. First pitch to Blake in there for a called strike. Of the pretty much everyday players, so Yorvit Torrealba was the only one that had a batting average under 280. That is 255. Everybody else had at least a 280 or better, capped off by Matt Holliday's 340 average. As Casey Blake overpowered by that fastball, and Ubaldo's got his third strikeout of the game. Bring up Grady Sizemore. First pitch to Sizemore. Drops a splitter in there, but misses just low. Ball one. But then you look at that Indians offense, and just strictly looking at their everyday guys, they only had one batter with an average over 300, and that was Victor Martinez. This one's fouled away. Whereas the Rockies had about four guys with an average over 300. Pitch misses well high, 2-2. And a lot of it you can trace back to that streak where a lot of those guys just started clicking and really putting together some great games. And Grady Sizemore goes down swinging. Rockies were able to do some damage during their streak and really help their averages and everything out. We head to the fourth, still 3-0, Rockies leading it. Heidi Watney doing some reporting. Can't hear what she's saying, so we'll skip over it. As Brad Hopp will lead things off. RBI single. Flared one down the left field line. And I think a lot of merit can go into the Rockies losing their momentum for the World Series, as they had to sit around for 8 days, which at the time, I believe it still is the longest layover between their championship series and the World Series. As Cleveland was up 3-1 on Boston, but unable to win Game 5, Game 6, or even Game 7. That series having gone 7 games, and whenever the scheduling for the World Series was, it caused the Rockies to really lose that momentum. And that's that argument in sports of if momentum really is a thing. And I think with that group, it really was. They had everything going, and they just kind of sat there for a week and lost some of that rhythm, game speed, game rhythms, and patterns. It kind of threw things off, whereas the Red Sox were able to come straight in, hot off a win, and they were able to easily sweep that series. As throw goes on to first, and Hopp is retired. Struble Cabrera handling it pretty good. I'll bring up Troy Tulowitzki. He walked in the first inning. But then you have to give a lot of credit to that Red Sox pitching staff. Josh Beckett, Tim Wakefield, Kurt Schilling. A lot of that pitching rotation, really tough to compete. And You know, the Rockies' pitching staff was serviceable. They would stay in games, but it was the offense that drove everything. But when their pitching staff was sitting and the offense was sitting, everybody lost that mojo, and it really did cost them. It showed in that 4-game series. As Tulowitzki grounds out to short. So one shortstop grounds out to the other. And there are 2 away here in the top of the 4th. Yorvi Torrealba hit into a double play his first time up. That ended the Rockies' rally and bases loaded threat in that first inning. Pitch runs inside, ball 1. Berto Hernandez is settled in quite nicely after that rough first inning, as he's he's faced the minimum since. 3 in the second, 3 in the third, so far 2 in the fourth. Here's the 2-1 to Torrealba. Pops one up on the infield. Cabrera calls for it. He'll make the catch. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for Roberto Hernandez. We head to the bottom of the 4th. No change in the score. Still 3-0 Colorado. Struble Cabrera will lead things off. Well, Cabrera, 2007, he was 21 years old. Takes ball 1. Only played in 45 games, but he impressed in that amount of time. 283 average, 354 on base, 421 slugging, and an OPS plus of 103. Had 45 hits, including 9 doubles, 3 homers, and a pair of triples. And throughout his career, you know, it really helped just that positional versatility for Cabrera. 2007, primarily that middle infield, but then throughout his career, he's played second, he played short, played third. And he's kind of rotated around those spots and really helped as a veteran presence on a lot of teams. Big swing and a miss, got him to chase outside on the fastball at 98, 2-2. Left one up, and he turns on it, but hits it well foul. So he'll do it again, 2-2. Ubaldo Jimenez, young right-handed fireballer, kicks and deals. Shot over to second. Matsui gathers it in, throws on to first, and out number 1. Bring up Victor Martinez. Ubaldo Jimenez cruising along here. 39 pitches. And he's got 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. 1 hit allowed thus far. Drops the first pitch in there for a strike, the slider. Here's the 0-1 now to Martinez. Got him to chase there. Fooled him with that 2-seam action. I'm not sure what he was swinging at with that one, but it's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Here's another pitch from Ubaldo. Stays outside with the slider, misses. 1-2. Ubaldo Jimenez in 2007. At 23 years old, 15 games, went 4-4. This one shot to short, deep in the hole, the jump and the throw in the dirt. Got him! What a play by Troy Tulowitzki. A patented Tulowitzki play there. Deep in the hole, the jump throw, fade away, and dug out of the dirt by the Gold Glover Todd Helton. And there's 2 away. Also helps that Victor Martinez still doesn't run as well as he used to. Or just never really ran well. So 2 away. Travis Hafner, 0 for 1. Line out to left field his first time up. There's the 1-0 pitch. Ubaldo had a 4.28 ERA there in 2007. Notably, he struggled with walks. 68 strikeouts to 37 walks. Had a 1.305 whip. Grounder to second, a big hop, but Matsui gathers it in. Throw on to first, and another 1-2-3 inning for Ubaldo Jimenez. He's cruising along here. We head to the 5th. Rockies leading 3-0. Ryan Spilborghs will lead things off. Strikeout victim back in the second. Roberto Hernandez at 59 pitches. He's settled in nicely since giving up 3 in the first inning. And Spilborghs takes strike 1. Runs inside 1-1. Slow roller to short. Johnny Peralta's got it. And he'll get the out at first, 1 away. And it's been a lot of that, a lot of ground balls here by both pitchers using their infields. Willie Taveras singled his last time up, caught stealing. Back in the second. Here's the first pitch to Taveras. Swing and a miss. Way late on that slider. 0-1. Taveras knocked down by Blake at third. He's hustling for it. The throw on to first. Well, late. Infield playing in there, Casey Blake, right on the grass in anticipation of the bunt. But he knocked it down, so prevented extra bases, but unable to glove it, and that allows Taveras to get on base. I'll bring up Matsui. Slide step. Runner down to second. The throw. Not in time. He goes in feet first. Willie Taveras gets his stolen base this time. Well, ahead of the throw. Ball. Pitch was called a ball, so Matsui ahead 1-0. Throw over to second. On the spin move, but Taveras is back easily. How nice it is to have that speed threat on the bases. Matsui hits this one to second. Cabrera spins and throws to first. Meanwhile, Taveras will move up to third. So 2 away. Man at first. Nice job ranging over there by Cabrera. Gathers himself to throw to first. Fundamentally sound there. And now it's up to Matt Holliday. Try to drive that run in from third with 2 outs. Holliday fly out to right field his last time up. So he's officially 0 for 1 with a run scored. Fastball in on the inside corner. Here's the 0-1 now to Holliday. Swings at a pitch around his knees, gets a piece of it, and he's in the hole 0-2. Well, this will be big for Hernandez. Go with a breaking ball, down and in. Might be the way to go. Goes with the fastball. 1-2. Might go to that same area. Try and get him to roll over on something. Leaves one over the heart of the plate, but Holliday hooks it foul. That is a dangerous place to pitch a baseball, especially to Matt Holliday. Guy's got arms like tree trunks. Went down and away down and in yet again, and it gets Holliday to swing through it. That'll end the Rockies' half of the 5th. Well, they get a base hit, but nothing else as Taveras is stranded at third. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Well, here we are in Game 2 of this What If World Series. of 2007 between the Colorado Rockies and the Cleveland Indians. Again, I'm Skylar Timmons here with you, calling the action as part of this Purple Row sim. As Ryan Garco, the lone hit for the Indians. Garco singled back in the second. Didn't go any further. Then first base. So Ubaldo Jimenez settles in, gets a sign, and here's the pitch. Called strike on the upper half, and he's quickly ahead 0-1. Two-seamer up around the letters, and Garco fouls it off the other way. We've seen Ubaldo Jimenez and Yorvi Torrealba just do so well working different planes, working north-south, east-west, up-down. Trying to shoot one low here. Popped him up. High fly ball to right field. Spielborgs is there. He'll make the catch, and there's one away. Ubaldo, a couple of mile per hour faster than Roberto Hernandez. 98 compared to 96 on the fastball. That's right where Ubaldo was living most of his young career in his prime. Johnny Peralta stands in. Ubaldo, he really had the makings of an ace. We saw glimpses of it early in that career, but it really wasn't until 2010 when he finally really put it together there in that season. Especially the first half of 2010, where he was virtually unhittable, had a no-hitter, became the first Rockies pitcher to start the All-Star game, the first and only Rockies pitcher to start the All-Star game. Unfortunately, he kind of fell apart in the second half of that season. Still a very strong season, but not quite as sharp, and so he was unable to become the first 20-game winner. Or win 20 games. Pop out to short. Tulowitzki makes the catch. 2 away. I'll bring up Kenny Lofton, strikeout victim, his first time up. But unfortunately for Ubaldo, then, doing good enough that they traded him in 2011 over to the Indians for a prospect package that was headlined by Drew Pomeranz. Unfortunately for the Rockies, then nobody out of that package really panned out for them. And Ubaldo pitched decently enough to the point where eventually, when he was a free agent, signed a big deal with the Orioles. Fortunately, didn't do super great there. Bunt attempt, barehanded by Atkins, and throws on to first for the out. Ubaldo, one of the Rockies' greats. However, for just however long he was here. We head to the 6th. Rockies still leading 3-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Pitching change for the Indians.
Number 32, Aaron Laffey.
They're going to bring in Aaron Laffey, the left-hander, to face Todd Helton. That'll miss ball 1. Final line for Roberto Hernandez, 5 innings, 5 hits. Allows 3 runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. He's on the record for the loss. This is outside 2-0. Aaron Laffey, the pitcher for the Indians now. Get some of the information on him. Aaron Laffey didn't pitch much there in 2007 during the regular season. At 22 years old, he went 4-2, started 9 games. Kind of a late season starter. For some of them, he pitched in 49 and a third innings. 54 hits allowed. 25 runs. He had a 4.56 ERA. The big one, 25 strikeouts to 12 walks. Fairly strong as Helton hits a bullet into center field, and so on a payoff pitch, Helton's aboard.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Gets the best of Aaron Laffey, and that'll bring up Garrett Atkins. Drops a changeup in there, misses. 1-0. Aaron Laffey, though, a little bit more prone to the home run. Did give up two home runs. Bouncer to third. Blake throws on to second. The return to first, and they complete the double play. 5-4-3 in the books, and there's quickly 2 away now for Brad Hopp. Aaron Laffey gets the grounder he needed. Now we'll have to face Brad Hopp. Reminder that even though in 2007 you wouldn't have been forced to do this, but this one shot into center field. Brad Hopp with another base hit. He could have been taken out after one batter in 2007, but with the nature of the rules here in our simulation, we're unable to. We have the 3-batter minimum rule here. So they'll have to leave him in for however long. He's already faced his 3 batters, so eligible to come out at any point now. Troy Tulowitzki's behind 0-1. Tulowitzki fouls one away. Aaron Laffey out of Cumberland, Maryland. And the throw over to second for the easy out, and that'll retire the side. Aaron Laffey gives up a pair of hits, but no damage. Tulo grounds out. Way to the bottom of the 6th. Rockies still leading. Franklin Gutierrez will lead things off here. 0-for-1, ground out back in the 3rd. As Ubaldo Jimenez snagged one out of the air on a comebacker. First pitch to Gutierrez. Fastball just misses up, says the home plate umpire. So 1-0. Rockies with 7 hits in this one. Cleveland with just 1 so far. Came from Ryan Garco back in the 2nd inning. Ubaldo Jimenez, 60th pitch coming up. Shakes off the sign. Kicks and deals. Leaves it up again, but the 2-seamer in there for a called strike at the letters. He's ahead here 1-2. That's what's been the calling card for Ubaldo, just pounding the zones here in this game. Just stifling this Cleveland lineup. Loses a bit of control in that one, almost hits Gutierrez. But the count runs 2-2. Big swing and a miss, got him with the curveball. 5th strikeout of the game for Ubaldo Jimenez. Drops one right off the table. Good pitch sequence there, and Gutierrez way out in front. Almost had time to take a second swing. There's one away here for Casey Blake. That was a good pitch sequence there by Ubaldo Jimenez. Attacking him high, and then slowly moves inside a bit more, and then dropping the curveball after throwing several two-seam fastballs. Good pitch sequencing there. Again, goes high with the fastball. He's ahead 0-2 on Casey Blake. Just misses outside, 1-2. Missed with the splitter. And a big swing and a miss. Got him with the slider down and away. Back-to-back strikeouts for the right-hander. Ubaldo Jimenez has just been dominant over this Cleveland lineup. "13 in a row sat down by Ubaldo Jimenez. Grady Sizemore, 1-0 the count. That pitch misses high, ball 2. At this point, not too worried about Ubaldo Jimenez. He's at 68 pitches. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. The Rockies leading 3-0. Fastball on the inner half, and Sizemore turns on it to foul it off. Do it again here, 2-1. 2-1 to Sizemore. Runs inside again. He's well behind 3-1. Ubaldo Jimenez needs to make a pitch here, just get it over the plate. Let the defense do the talking. Here's the 3-1. Swing, fouled away. That'll run the count full now. Payoff pitch coming up for Ubaldo Jimenez. Here in Game 2 of the What If World Series. Payoff pitch to Sizemore. High fly ball. Spielborg's ranging back. He's going to camp under it and make the catch. We're through 6 here. Rockies lead 3-0. 8-9-1 due up for the Rockies. Make that 14 in a row for Ubaldo Jimenez.
Leading off for Colorado, the catcher, number 8.
Yorvi Torrealba leads things off. And first pitch he sees, a slow dribbler through the feet of Aaron Laffey. And Torrealba's got himself a leadoff single.
Now batting, right fielder.
I'm bringing up Ryan Spielborgs with nobody out. 0 for 2. Spilly, and takes a called strike at the knees. Well, at this point, Aaron Laffey, fairly productive 6th inning. Let him go out there for a 7th. He has the stamina. And when you're trailing 3-0, give the offense a chance to try to claw their way back into this game. Here's the 1-1 from Laffey. Misses well outside, 2-1. Well, Ryan Spielborgs in 2007 played 97 games. A lot of splitting time with Corey Sullivan, his good friend. Runner takes out for second. Swinging is Spielborgs. Fouls it off just barely down the line. Had the hit and run on. 2-2 pitch. Turns on this one and fouls it off. But in 300 plate appearances that year, he had a .299 batting average, .367 on-base percentage, slugging .485. Had 11 home runs, and he swings through that one. For round number 1, second strikeout of the game for Spielborgs.
Up next for Colorado,
51 driven in, so primarily filling in for Willie Taveras, and then he was probably at the top of the depth chart if any of those regular outfielders went down. Willie Taveras, 2 for 3, a pair of singles. Runner at first, Torrealba takes off and swinging. just past the shortstop, Johnny Peralta. And Willie Tavares able to tap one for a base hit. And the hit and run works. Not exactly how they drew it up. Hits it off the end of the bat. Manages to find the hole. And so now 2 men on with 1 out. And they're going to turn to Aaron Foltz to face Kaz Matsui. Matsui will flip over to the left side. Or flip over to the right side. Matsui 1 for 3. Final line on Aaron Laffey, 1 in the third, 4 hits allowed, 1 strikeout. Aaron Foltz misses ball 1. Aaron Foltz on the season. 2.92 ERA in 37 innings over 49 games. Matsui gets underneath this one, shallow left field, and Peralta will go back to make the catch, so that will be out number 2. And it'll be up to Matt Holliday. Pitch up and in on the 4-seamer, and Matsui gets underneath it. There's 2 outs. Matt Holliday 0 for 2 with the run scored, and he has a walk. Struck out his last time up. First pitch to Holliday. Misses inside. Ball 1. This would be one of those situations where instead of Aaron Foltz, you would go to the bullpen again, bring in a right-hander to face Holliday. But they're stuck with what they've got, is called strike there. Which is the beauty of this simulation, where we can try and make it as accurate as possible, but it's still taking out the human element and what things would be like there in 2007. But it's always fun to think of these different parameters and variables and think about these things. It's always fun. Pitch misses low. Thought it should have been a strike, but it's 2-1. Pitch to Holliday. Misses high, and he's behind 3-1. Todd Helton waits on deck. Aaron Foltz out of the bullpen had 28 strikeouts, 18 walks. Had a ERA plus of 1.56 and a FIP of 3.97. Holliday swings, rips that one foul, runs the count full. Batters will probably go in motion now. 2 outs, full count. Runners at first and second. Here's the pitch. Runners take off. And a called strike 3 at the letters. Froze Holliday. And they get out of it. Aaron Foltz heads to the bottom of the 7th. Rockies still leading 3-0. Strubel Cabrera standing in. 0 for 2. Matt Herges, Manny Corpus warming up in the Rockies bullpen. Ubaldo Jimenez at 72 pitches. And he gets a fastball called in the inside corner. The veteran and the rookie both warming up down there. And a called strike on the outside corner. 0-2. 74 pitches for Ubaldo Jimenez. 1 hit allowed. Got about 6 strikeouts, no walks. And got him chasing the 2-seamer outside. 7th strikeout of the game for Ubaldo Jimenez. That was in the other batter's box, and just a desperation swing by Cabrera. 15 in a row for Ubaldo Jimenez. Victor Martinez, pair of groundouts. Troy Tulowitzki, a phenomenal play to rob Martinez of a hit his last time up. And here's the 1-0. Called strike on the inside corner. 95 miles per hour on the two-seam fastball. And we'll do it again, 1-1. Slow roller to third. Jump throw by Atkins. Caught at first by Todd Helton. And there's out number 2. Great play there by Garrett Atkins to get the out. The jump throw in foul territory. And yet again, Victor Martinez robbed of a base hit. Now I'll bring up Travis Hafner with 2 outs here in the 7th. Watches ball 1. 16 in a row for the right-hander. One 0 to Hafner. Checks his swing, 2-0. The count now, well behind Hafner. Ryan Garko waits on deck. The 3-0 pitch to Hafner. In there for a called strike. With the two-seamer up and in. Baldo at 82 pitches. He walks him. It's hard to imagine he would have too much more of a leash. Here's the 3-1 to Hafner. Taken all the way. Called strike 2. Counts full. 3-2 pitch. 2 outs. The bottom of the 7th. Rockies lead 3-0 to the cleanup man, Travis Hafner. The pitch. Fouls that one away. Got the two-seamer up to 97. Does he stick with a fastball or drop the... Here's the pitch. And in the dirt, ball 4.
Up next for Cleveland, the first baseman, Ryan.
So Ubaldo Jimenez retires 16 in a row and gives up the walk to Travis Hafner here in the 7th with 2 outs. I'll bring up Ryan Garko, singled back in the 2nd, the lone hit for the Indians in this game. 85 pitches for Jimenez. Again, Manny Corpus, Matt Herges, both ready to go there in the bullpen. Called strike on the outside corner. Ubaldo Jimenez. Really what the Rockies needed after game 1, where Jeff Francis battled through 5 innings, but 5+ innings, but unable to really overpower the Indians, and that's what Ubaldo's done in this game. Just overpowered Cleveland. Here's the 1-1 to Garko. Misses up and in, ball 2. Two-one pitch now. Up and in. 3-1 the count. Johnny Peralta waits on deck. You have to imagine if the tying run comes to the plate that you have to go to the bullpen. And that's outside, ball 4. Back-to-back walks here from Jimenez. And just like that, the tying run is up to the plate for the Indians. Here in the bottom of the 7th with 2 outs. Herges and Corpus are ready, but Johnny Peralta will face Ubaldo Jimenez, who's going to stay in there. First pitch to Peralta. Just misses inside with the slider, ball 1. Tried to go backdoor. Unsuccessful. Flared the other way into right field. That's going to get down for extra bases. Hafner scores. Garko headed to third. And just like that, The Indians are on the board with 2 outs here in the 7th. Tying run in scoring position. Up in the zone, and he shoots it the other way past Spilborghs as it gets all the way to the wall. And that's going to do it for Ubaldo Jimenez. What a fabulous fantastic outing by Ubaldo Jimenez.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for
As they're going to turn to Jeremy Affeldt,
number 41.
the left-hander, coming out of the bullpen. 2 men on, tying run at second. 2 outs here in the 7th. And he'll face the left-hander, Kenny Lofton. Jeremy Affeldt, 75 games, had a .351 ERA in 59 innings of work. Big swing and a miss. Lofton comes up empty. Base hit could tie this ball game. 46 strikeouts, 33 walks for the left-hander. Led the reliever staff in a soft liner to third. Atkins makes the catch. And they get out of the jam. But Johnny Peralta gets the Indians on the board. They trail by 2 as we head to the 8th. Rockies leading 3-1.
Leading off for Colorado, the first baseman.
Todd Helton will lead things off. Aaron Fultz will stay out there here in the top of the 8th. What a ball game this has been. Final line for Ubaldo Jimenez, 6 2/3, 1 run on 2 hits, pair of walks, and 7 strikeouts in the game. And a big swing and miss at the changeup, pulled the string on him. Helton's down, or Helton's behind 1-1. Big swing and a miss there. One and 2. Helton gets a piece of that one, fouls it off. Well, Todd Helton just so good in battling in the zone. We could foul off a bunch of pitches, and he strikes out there on the changeup, pulled the string on him again.
Up next for Colorado,
Here's the starter comparison. Ubaldo Jimenez, this was all his game, but Roberto Hernandez battled through 5, allowed 3 runs on 5 hits. Pair of walks, 2 strikeouts. But all 3 of those runs, all of the Rockies' runs were scored in the first inning. They've been fairly shut down, limited to just singles here and there throughout the rest of the game. Still no extra base hits in this one by either team. Now would be a good time for Garrett Atkins to break that trend. Down 1-0. Shot this one the other way through the right side. Well, it's not extra bases, but it's a base hit, and we'll take it.
Up next for Colorado,
Down around the knees, just gets the barrel to the ball. Bounces it through the hole the other way. Good piece of hitting there by Garrett Atkins, and that'll bring up Brad Hopp. The DH 2 for 3, pair of singles in this one. And that one runs inside, ball 1. Brad Hopp. Left-handed batter out of Fort Worth, Texas. 28 years old in 2007. Played in 152 games. Drove in 116, 29 home runs. That was second on the team. .137 strikeouts, however, which led batters. A little bit more prone to the strikeout, but he also had a lot of walks. Second on the team behind Todd Helton, who had 116. And in this day and age of baseball, where Todd Helton had so many more walks than he did strikeouts, that's just something that's almost unheard of these days. For Todd Helton, almost had as many walks as Brad Hopp had strikeouts. Payoff pitch to Hopp. Rips this one well foul. So we'll stay 3-2. Another payoff pitch to Hopp. Gets a piece of this one. Slow dribbler to second. Flip to second. On to first. Double play to end the half of the inning. That's what we keep saying. They keep scattering singles, but a double play. Head to the bottom of the eighth. Rockies lead 3-1. Franklin Gutierrez will lead things off for the Indians here on the bottom of the eighth. Jeremy Affeld's still out there. He only got one out, so he'll stay in. Only threw 2 pitches. First pitch in there called strike one. Pitch misses low, 1-1. Brian Fuentes, the closer, and Manny Corpus warming up. Corpus has been down there for a while. Brian Fuentes, the left-hander, looking to hopefully hand the reins off to him in the ninth. Swing and a miss, one in the dirt by Gutierrez. Big swing and a miss in the dirt. Torrealba gathers it in. Throw down to first. One away.
The third baseman, number 4, Casey Blake.
Bring up Casey Blake. 0 for 2 in this one. Swings at that one. Jeremy Affelt, born in Phoenix, Arizona. Spent 2 seasons with the Rockies in 2006-2007. His last bit of big league action came in 2015 as a member of the San Francisco Giants. He spent from 2009 to the end of his career in 2015, he was a San Francisco Giant. Spent the 2008 season in Cincinnati. Same 4 games. This is a charge into deep center field, back to the wall. This one's out of here. Casey Blake. Gets the Indians back within 1 with that big shot out to center field. The first extra base hit of the game for anybody. 405 feet to center field, 107 miles per hour off the bat. Just squared this one up over the heart of the plate and absolutely crushes it. That gets the Indians back within 1, and Affelt will stay in there to face Grady Sizemore. Called strike in the outside corner. 0-1. Pitching's been the name of the game of this one, but the Rockies being a little bit more shaky now. Fouls that one off. Oh, 2 to Sizemore. This one's ripped foul, 0-2. Throughout his career, but there in 2007, Affelt had a .5 home runs per 9 innings. So he was fairly good at limiting the long ball, but fortunately, this is the postseason, or one game at a time, and he strikes out Grady Sizemore, and that'll do it.
Now pitching for Colorado.
For Affield, they'll turn to Matt Herges, the right-hander.
Herges.
First pitch to Cabrera, misses inside. Jeremy Affield, 2/3 an inning. Or excuse me, pitches 1 inning. Allows 1 run on 1 hit. No walks, 2 strikeouts. As the right-hander Matt Herges takes over. Herges pitched in 35 games, had a 2.96 ERA. Pitch misses in. 2-1. Out of Champaign, Illinois. 5-1 record there in 2007. Made his rounds in the National League West. Pitched for the Dodgers, the Padres, the Giants, and Arizona. Finished out his career with the Rockies in 2000. Well, he was with them in 2009. It was the last time they saw him. Pitching 48 innings. Work, grounder to short. Tulowitzki's got it. Throws on the run. And picked out of the dirt by Todd Helton to end the inning. But Casey Blake, at least turned this one into a nail-biter. It's going to come down to the wire. Solo shot to center field. And the Indians trail 3-2. Jensen Lewis is going to come in to pitch the 9th for the Indians. Trying to limit the Rockies and try and
Leading off for Colorado, the shortstop,
Tulowitzki will lead things off. One 0 to Tulo. Gets underneath this one, sends it to center field. In comes Sizemore. He makes the catch. So Tulowitzki's retired.
Now batting, number 8.
Brings up Yorvik Torrealba. Jensen Lewis pitched in 26 games in 2007 for the Indians. Had a 2.15 ERA. Checks his swing, but it's called strike anyway. 0-1. 34 strikeouts in 29 1/3 innings of work. Very strong reliever. Check swing, and it's popped over to first to Ryan Garco, so 2 away.
The right fielder, number 19. Ryan.
Brings up Ryan Spilborghs. 0 for 3, pair of strikeouts in this one. Trying to get something going here. Pitch misses outside. 1-0 to Spilly. Grounder to short. Cabrera turns and throws. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits for the Rockies there in the 9th. We head to the bottom of the inning. 3 outs to go to win game number 2.
Your attention, please.
Brian Fuentes will take over on the mound. Try to close this one out. He will face 3, 4, 5, Martinez, Hafner, and Garco.
Leading off for the Indians,
Brian Fuentes, 64 games at a 3.08 ERA, 20 saves, 61 and a third innings of work. Manny Corpus started taking over more games. He had 19 saves on the year. But Fuentes, 56 strikeouts, 23 walks, allowed 6 home runs in the 2007 season. Gets a piece of that one, fouls it off. 0-2 on Victor Martinez. He's been robbed a couple of times of some base hits, thanks to some phenomenal infield defense. 0-2 delivery. He's got him! Blew the fastball right by him, down and out of the zone in the pizza slinger. Gets himself a strikeout. 0-1 now on Travis Hafner. He walked his last time, came around to score. And he's behind 0-1 here in the ninth. Swing, but it's called strike with the slider. 0-2. Said he went around. Fuentes comes set. The 0-2 delivery to Hafner. Got him swinging at the fastball. Strikeout number 2. And the Rockies are now 1 out away from taking Game 2 of this World Series. Final on Matt Herges. Gets 1 out, no runs, no hits, no walks, no strikeouts. Ryan Garco, the last chance for the Indians. Checks his swing, call the ball. Here's the 1-0 to Garco. This is high, ball 2. Ryan Garco played with the Indians till 2010, traded over to the Mariners where he fortunately fell off. He's well ahead here, 3-0. But then just sort of fell off and signed with the Giants. Didn't have much success there. Or he signed with the Giants, didn't have much success there. Went to the Mariners, didn't have much success there. Rangers. Last bit of big league action was spring training with the Rockies in 2013, but nothing went there. He's currently Vice President of Player Development for the Tigers in 2021. Just barely hired in September. Pitch misses high, so a 2-out walk to Ryan Garco brings up Johnny Peralta with 2 outs. Tying run at first. Peralta had an RBI single his last time up to get the Indians on the board first. Or in the first place. Indians fans on their feet. Here's the first pitch to Peralta. Just misses outside, ball 1. Can't afford to nibble here. That runs inside, 2-0. The 2-0 to Peralta. In there for a called strike. Went with the sinker. Bouncer to third. Atkins got it to short to second, and they done it. The Rockies take game number 2 of this What If World Series. Series tied 1 game apiece in this best-of-7 matchup. The Rockies score 3 runs in the top of the first. They do nothing after that, despite amassing about 10 or so hits. Ubaldo Jimenez wins this one on the mound. 6 2/3 of fabulous baseball. Allows 1 run on 2 hits. Strikes out 7. Bullpen made it close. But there's your final. Rockies win 3-2 on 10 hits compared to 3. Ubaldo Jimenez the winner, Roberto Hernandez the loser, and Brian Fuentes gets the save. And some of the notables here, Kaz Matsui, 1 for 4 with a run scored. Willie Tavares, 3 for 4 at the top of the lineup. All singles. Rockies had nothing but singles. Garrett Atkins, 2 for 4 with a run driven in. Brad Hopp, 2 for 4 with an RBI. Over for Cleveland, Casey Blake, 1 for 3 with a home run and an RBI. Johnny Peralta went 1 for 4 with a double. I misspoke earlier saying Casey Blake was the first extra base hit. It was Johnny Peralta. Ryan Garco, 1 for 2 with a pair of walks, and then Travis Hafner with a run scored. Close-knit one, but the Rockies pitching keeps them in this one and nets them a victory here in Game 2 of this World Series. On behalf of Purple Row and my little sideline crowd project, this has been Skylar Timmons bringing you the action here in this 2007 What If World Series between the Colorado Rockies and the Cleveland Indians. We'll remind you again, we're not affiliated with Major League Baseball, Colorado Rockies, or MLB The Show. And we'll look forward to seeing you in Game 3 of this best-of-7 series. See if the Rockies can manage to rewrite history in this parallel universe. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.